Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever part of the world you're watching from. Welcome to an amazing episode of the weekly Top 5 series. Yes, I'm the Durani University host, and if this is your first time of watching, don't forget this is just more than music. It's a global podcast driving youth and social impact. We talk about entertainment, politics, sport, name it, everything on the show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Most importantly, turn on notification updates so you don't miss out on any of the amazing episodes coming your way. Today I have a very special personality in the building. He has a lot on his plate and is a very prominent person when it comes to Maryland, mainland. On the island, he also has some presence. Don't worry, you get to meet him right after the break. Welcome back to the show. Yes, don't forget to drop your comments. And for those of you guys, I see your comment. This assures us that we're on the right path to updating you about the music, the civic rights, the ongoing activities in the community. I'm really impressed. Keep your comments coming. And also, if you want any guests on the show, don't forget to drop your comments. Who knows, we might look into them. And maybe the forthcoming episode, it might just be whoever you listed. Okay, today I have a very special personality in the building, like I said before, a very prominent person in the Maryland. Okay, let's come down now to the roots. He's a very prominent person in Maryland, on the mainland Lagos. It's no other than Nwankwo Kingsley Emeka, aka Paparazzi, aka World Best. World Best, I must greet you.
Yeah, thank you very much for bringing me to this
section. I'm really excited at last. I think we've been trying to reach you for like a year now.
Well, I've always been busy, but I was able to get your request, and I thought like today should be the best day to come because today's a public holiday. So I'm here for your questions, and I'm excited to be on this stage.
Okay, what best? Don't forget, Mr. Emeka we have here is the PA to the former Executive Director, Lagos International Trade Fair, the person of Chief Mrs. Lucy Ajayi. He's also a businessman, and to crown it all, he's a freedom fighter and extreme activist within the community. We are really excited to have you here today.
Yeah, thank you very much for bringing me on here.
Yeah,
I'm actually ready to answer your questions.
Yeah,
and to showcase whatever we have in the area in Maryland.
Yes, that's right. Okay, before we delve into your top 5 songs of the week, I would like to know, we've heard people call you Wa in the community. Are you a soldier or are you a spy for the Nigerian army?
That's very
because I've never seen you on your regalia.
Yeah, well, you're right about that, but it's a bit funny because most people who know me, they know that exclamation is whenever I play football, I dribble people, I just say Anwa, and it has always been like that for long. So
you're a footballer.
Yeah.
Do you still play football till now?
Active. If I don't play football, I would have been bigger than this. So you have to keep fit because health is wealth.
Wow, that's interesting. So till date, you still play football?
Yes, I do.
Wow, that's interesting. We've piled up a lot of questions for you. Most importantly, those that has to do with Mende, Maryland. But before that, I think we should get a little introduction to know Mr. Emeka more personally. What's your history in Mende? Let's get to know you.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, I'll start from saying that I attended Maryland Convent Private School, Maryland.
Wow. How many years have you lived in Maryland?
I can't count, but I know for more than 30 years, though. I finished from convent and I attended the secondary school at about Maryland Comprehensive Secondary School.
Yeah.
I've always done my business in the area. I met Chief Lucy Ajayi also in Mende. Yeah. And I've been a grassroots politician like her before she was the chairman to CPC, the defunct CPC. So I worked for her.
Yeah.
As a politician, that was where I learned how to be a politician. And today we're still trying to grow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
So then I played football with the Maryland All-Star team because I was prominent as a good player also. Though there were more people that were better than me, but they can't take me off because of my kind of style on the pitch. So when you call some names, I think I should be among the names they will call that played football. Even if I stayed at a further place in Ketu, but love to reside in Mende. due to my lifestyle was all in Mende, you know. So most of my friends are here, so I do all my things here in Mende. And that's why you see, you'll be able to ask me questions that I should be able to give you 100% genuine answers.
Yeah.
As the show goes on,
Because you're homemade.
don't you understand? Like made in a bar.
Okay, that's very, very interesting to know. I'm excited that we're not doing this with an outsider. This is like a grassrooted person in the community. I'm really, really excited to have you once again on. Okay, what are the frontlining issues? What are the problems you think Mende is facing right now? What do you think are the major problems within the community? Let's start from there.
Well, those are vital questions, and since you said I should list the top 3 issues about the Maryland area, is first of all, I'll tell you that the first one is the vandalization of vehicles. Yes, vandalization of vehicles. Number 2, unemployment of youths. And especially the last one is the one that is actually making Mende get a very bad name, which is the drug abuse by the youths. So I think these are the most vital issues right now in Mende, Maryland, or Maryland as a whole.
Okay, you feel that these are the 3 basic issues Mende have. So what are your ways of coming through?
Anyways, I used to be one of those guys that used to smoke those days, and I've been through a lot. And you know, they say, now who good, I know.
Yeah.
So those days, I think year 2015, I had about 10 dialysis due to health issues. But you know, when you're strong, you're strong. So I was able to bounce back.
So you're living your second life.
Yes, I was able to bounce back, and God made everything possible. You know, by the help of my mom and friends, I was able to do 10 dialysis. But today I'm very sharp, like you can see me. So most times I go on the streets, I see so many people looking pale. I try to tell them, go do checkups, stop whatever you're doing, stop your drug intake, and stop all these hard drugs. Especially with a drug they call Colos. It has ruined so many people on the street right now that we need to curb these issues. We need to curb them. But thank God for the new leader they have in Mende, that's the Bale. He's a young guy, you know, though his policies are harsh, but he has been able to fish all dark corners and eradicated.
When you mean his policies are harsh, how do you mean?
Yeah, the harsh policies are not planning for the 3 categories of people around every community: the highest, the medium, and I think the low.
The low class.
Yeah.
Okay.
So planning for just people that can benefit from wherever your ideology is bringing, and not considering the low class people.
Yeah.
Doesn't really make sense to me. For example, like people are clamoring about the transportation system.
Yeah, okay.
From 8 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, from 8 p.m. Not everybody has a car. Some people are handicapped, and some people are not privileged to get transportations to get to their places further.
So you mean when it's 8 p.m. in Mende, Maryland, there's no keke?
It's very visible. You can just go to the bus stop by 8 p.m. and you see that people are just strolling. So many people are tired, walking from 6 a.m. to like 6 p.m. get to their areas, no means of transportation and all that stuff. So these are things they should sit down and inculcate and see how to do it. Like my kind of ideology I can borrow or tell them is you can get some, like maybe 5 or 10 keke or shuttle buses that will run from those hours, and they should be given tag numbers, so for security reasons, so that anything that happens from 8 to 10, you know the keke and the shuttle buses that we are involved. These are better ways to plan, because you don't expect someone who earns a low salary to come into his area, maybe at Suya Sport or at NEPA, and still book a ride either from Boats, InDrive, or Uber. You're trying to bring down their income, because some people are obese, some people are big, they can't trek, and it's risky for you to flag cars for lift due to the insecurity in the country. So we should be able to curb things and anything from 10 is okay to go home.
So now,
Can I just finish?
Okay.
Now, issues being that there are always traffics on the third mainland and different parts of Lagos. And so many people walk on the island. Now this is rainy season. You expect floods. So many people will be coming home by 10, 11. So we should be able to address all these issues and make people at least bend from your policy to make people comfortable. Not while coming home you start frowning once you get to Suya Sport and all that. Or start calling maybe somebody that stays close to your place. Can you come and pick me up? Let's just try and make things easier for everybody because life is already hard.
Okay.
So I think that's
really interesting. I want to give you like a 2 minutes to send an uncensored message to the Baale and what you think he should do in regards to the keke and transportation of the people in there.
Yeah, Chief Demola Asiwaju, Baale of Mende. Let me greet you like the Yorubas. Ekaro Ankinyo Baale. It's going to be good for you to check your policies and also try to bend on those laws you have enacted. You've been very wonderful and you're very proactive. But on the case of this transportation, this keke, I think there are better ways to make people understand why you stopped it by 8 and also try to inculcate more on how to make the transportation system from 8 to 10 at most, so that those people that are not privileged to drive can get easy access to their homes. Once you do this, you see everybody will be happy. That's all I just wanted to tell my Baale.
Let's talk about the community and the development within the community. What's your take on the pace of the local government endeavors?
Wow. Are you trying to bring my political vibes
No,
out
I'm
of...
talking about Mende in general. So let's look at the local government.
Yeah, because this question you're asking me now, people might feel that I'm going to support the local government chairman, but I'll tell you something. The best thing happened to Mende through the present local government chairman, Chief, Honorable Moyo.
Shout out.
You understand? So he's somebody that is a God sent, a youth, a vibrant youth, a barrister. And you know when you say somebody is a barrister and a lawyer, they always think before they do things.
Yeah.
If you walk out to the street of Mende, you'll see his footprints written in blueprints. You look at the longest roads in Mende, Abbey. He did it. The road has been dilapidated for years. Several chairmen, they just come, they don't do anything. And these are roads that are shortcuts to the express.
Yeah.
You see Abioye, they call it Small London. Perfectly done. You go to Aminu. Perfectly done. That's the road close to the mosques.
Yeah.
And a few other roads I don't want to start mentioning Mende that he has done. So you understand? These are things that the local government chairman has made possible for the people of Mende. That's why I say he has been a blessing to us and he has promised he will do more before the end of even his first term. So he has done some boreholes, I think it's in Aminu, which is giving people free water. He has been taking care of the elderly people. They go to the local government, the free eye test, free jam form for students that are ready to study and qualified to merit a free jam form, and a few. And if I forget, security. There's always the security.
Health care for the elderly.
Yes, the health office. This thing, the health center in Mende has been rehabilitated, and so many instruments have been there. So there are so many things he has done just in Mende. I'm not talking about everywhere because so far so good. We call him Mr. Project.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say too much, so don't politicalize your show.
Paparazzi are going to give me. Okay, that being said, let's take your number 5 song for the week. We have a lot more questions coming, but through this is the weekly top 5 series where the viewers get to know the kind of songs you listen to. I believe a lot of people relate with music a lot. But also, don't forget that the show is not just centered on music. I always tell people that we'll talk about civil rights, socialization, sports, anything that has to do with the enlightenment of the community. That's what we'll do here. So starting from number 5 spots for the week, let's know the song you're fixing there.
Okay, from number 5, I think I say Weekend. I feel it coming.
Wow, I feel it coming.
Yeah, that's one of the songs I play when I know something good is coming, you know.
Wow, that's interesting to know. I feel it coming. Well, I can relate. I Feel It Coming by Weekend has been locked in Paparazzi's number 5 spots for the week. Let's check that out.
Feel it coming. I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming. Ooh, Randy.
Welcome back to the show. Don't forget, this is the weekly top 5 series, and I'm DJ Randy University, your host. Don't forget, today we have Paparazzi, aka World Best, and also Awa. Okay, that's interesting to know. You can follow him. That's his Instagram handle right there on your screen in case you need to link. He's a businessman and also, like I said, a grassroots politician, a freedom fighter, and an extreme activist in the community. He's been over 30 years and still counting within the community. So that's his Instagram handle. Don't forget to follow him up, and I mean, you could collaborate, who knows. Okay, before we move down to the number 4 spots for the week, you've been labeled as a political thug by some people in the community. How do you respond to those accusations, and what's your own side of the story?
Anyways, you're stubborn doesn't mean you're a tout. That's first, and those are some flimsy excuses when people can't reach you, or when you're too tough, or when you don't buy their ideas of mediocrity. Yes, they are political talks, but if I call myself a thug, then I'm an educated thug with my paper and biro. Yeah, but you know, I don't need to hide who I am. If you bring it to me, I give it to you immediately. That's the kind of person I am. So I've been following politicians, especially my boss. Yeah, she removed me from that political thug to be what I am today. Yeah, so if you were to be a soldier and you've removed your uniform, doesn't mean that you're not a soldier. It's just that you're not wearing your regalia. So I'm always intact and proactive. So they call me thug, but I just look at them because even when I come out to talk, most of them can't match me. Yes, that's why you even see some people I support in the political aspect, they still call me and indulge me in some educational aspects. So thugs don't go for such programs. So I think I've been able to clear the air.
Yeah, that's really, really interesting. Okay. And it's also nice that we're hearing this directly from the horse's mouth. So no be say. Now, there's been talk of your influence in local elections. How much of an impact do you believe you've had on shaping political outcomes in your area?
Well, when you're prominent, such exercise like the elections, your face will be like a billboard because of your popularity. So I've been able to convince people during elections and able to bring out the best in people, to tell them this is who you support, despite my language and where I'm from. I'm an Igbo boy, don't get it twisted, but I have a say in Lagos. Yes, by right, I'm an APC member. Sorry to say it on your program, but it's where you eat, you support. Yes, and so, but sometimes I tell people it's not about the party, it's about who you're supporting. So all the people I've supported vividly have delivered. I don't want to mention names, people know in Maryland. So for now, that's all I can say.
Okay, in terms of your rise to power, have you made enemies along the way? And if no, how do you deal with those who wants to bring you down?
There is no time on earth that success doesn't bring enmity. So sometimes you ignore and you keep them mute, put them at their place. Once you put them at their place, you know that these are your enemies. Most times I pray for them and I make them understand that they have to be my friend by dressing properly and making successful things in my life. So that's just it.
That was really, really interesting to know. Don't forget, this is one called Kingsley Emeka. He is the PA to the former Executive Director, Lagos International Trade Fair, the person of Chief Mrs. Lucy Ajayi. Am I correct?
Perfectly.
Okay, and also he's an activist, he's a footballer. In fact, he has a lot going on in this play. That's his Instagram handle. Don't forget, no sign will connect you. Okay, let's know the number 4 spot of the week. Which song are you locking in, Ben?
Yeah, I think my number 4 song of the week should be Rick Ross, The Peace Sign.
The Peace Sign.
Yeah, the wordings are just for the OGs. I don't need to say much.
Oh, your playlist hard. The Peace Sign by Rick Ross has been locked in on number 4 spots by Paparazzi himself. Let's check this out.
Hey girl, let me tell you a little story about this thing called fucking. Lay you on your back, got your legs in the air like a peace sign.
Welcome back to the show. This is the weekly top 5 series. Don't forget, if you're just joining in for the first time, that was Rick Ross, The Peace Sign. I hope you're going to add that song to your playlist. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that. The weekly top 5 series is not just about music. We talk a lot about civic, social, and politics, entertainment. It's a very vast show. So we don't want you guys to come and centralize and say, okay, the weekly top 5 series is just about songs and all that. Also, don't forget, we have one called Kingsley Emeka, it'll be the aka Paparazzi, aka Awa, aka World Best, or more. He has a lot on his plate. Okay, before we move to the number 3 spot of the week, what solution do you think you can implement to curb some of the issues we have in the community? If you were given the power, what are the things you will put in place to make Maryland a better place?
These are questions for leaders. But by grace of God, one day I'm going to be a leader. But with my own sense of intuition, I should be able to answer that question properly. 1, education is key. Because every educated person would know what is good and what is bad. 3, workshops to train people. 2, workshops to train people. Yes, skill acquisitions. Because an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So once you're busy, it's something that makes you take your mind off those kind of activities, those drug intakes and all that. Because if you are busy, you won't be keen into it. You understand? Number 3 is seminars to educate the youths, to tell them that they have a long way to go. Number 4, it's health check.
Okay.
Whereby the youths will be given a free health check, because not everybody can get that amount of money to do a proper health check. And most people, when they see they are not okay, that gives them fear to withdraw from those activities, because some people are being swayed in by their friends. On the street, they call it follow. You understand? So you don't die to belong where you don't belong. So these are the issues and ways to curb these activities in Maryland.
Okay, you mentioned education. Are you trying to say there are no schools? Or when you say education, what exactly do you?
Yeah, when I say education is vast.
Okay.
You know, there's primary school, there's secondary school,
Yes.
and there are tertiary institutions.
Okay.
So most people have stopped in the middle, secondary school, and some people dropped out. So this is an opportunity to still speak with the local government chairman to try and see how he can build like a workshop training whereby these present youths that are Gen Zs, they don't want to do the carpentry work and all that. Maybe they could learn the media aspect of
Social media.
Yes. Editing, how to handle a camera, how to be photographers,
Yeah,
and
monetize
their content.
Yeah.
So I think with this, they'll be able to remove their eyes from drugs
And Yahoo.
because red eye know they if you look computer.
Wow, that's what they
Eye gets you white. Sorry, sir, they use vocabulary. I be street
one day. Now yeah, and that's really, really interesting to know. Honorable Moyo Ogunlewe, I believe you heard that right, and he's been supportive so far.
He's my brother and my friend, and I know if he sees this video, he's going to
He will definitely see it. I will send the video across with the proposal so that we can look up something.
Yeah, I know he has so many things to show to the youths because we can't rush him.
Exactly.
Everybody expects a lot from him, but he can't do all at the same time. There are so many words around, so it's taking his time. But I think by second time, we know we had a messiah in Kushafe. So far, so good. I'm not sure there's any chairman that's better than him. If not, just call the name and let's check it out.
Wow.
Because action speaks better than words or louder than words.
That's
That's why they call him Mr. Project. Yes, and they even the governor calls him White Lion. I know a white lion is beautiful but dangerous.
yes, that's
You understand? Very active.
okay. Before we move down to further questions, let's take the number 3 spot for the wow.
It's number 3 song. Most times when I start my car, those people that see my status, they know that's the first song I mostly play. And there's no other song other than Chris Brown, Influence, Under the Influence.
Under the Influence. Wow. Was it the only one on the record or it featured somebody?
Yeah, it's the only one, and it's a song that's whenever you crave any woman, you play that song, my brother. She will look at you like a touche guy, like when you sing, because the wordings are too smooth and sharp to listen to.
What best? You don't go kill me.
I've been cracking your rib, is it?
On the stage. What Best has logged in Under the Influence by Chris Brown on his number 3 spot for the week. What are you waiting for? You saw the description now. Oh yeah, let's check the song out together.
Bring it over to my place. You don't know what you do. Keep to me. Your body lightweight speaks to me. I don't know what you
Welcome back to the show. Yeah, you're still locked into the weekly top 5 series, and I'm DJ Randy Universe, your host. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel if this is your first time of watching. And also, if you want us to host any of your celebrities, just drop their names on the comment section. You never can tell who might look into them, and maybe in the forthcoming episode, you just see your face right there on the seat. But today we have one called Kingsley Emeka, aka Paparazzi, aka World Best, aka Ahwa on set today. He's a businessman, he's an activist, a freedom fighter, and a grassroots politician. That's his Instagram handle right there on your screen. Make sure you link up if you feel maybe you need to collaborate, and I think you really need to. Okay, General, I must greet you.
Thank you.
The excitement is still everywhere.
I know, I can
We
feel it.
We have paparazzi in the view.
And they call me Papas too. Yeah.
Papas.
So, and I have so many nicknames, but let's just end it at Papa.
Give us 2 more.
Yeah, but when I was in the East, they called me Babe.
Babe.
It means it's true. It's a Yoruba language. Like when I say like an exclamation when I'm talking, when I want to end, I'll say Babe.
Babe.
That's take it. So everybody in the East, they're like, with this Lagos boy, take it, Babe. So that's up.
Okay. One more.
So anybody that calls me Babe, I attended school at University of Enugu, Nigeria, University of Nigeria Enugu campus.
Yeah, and then
And I turned my neck very fast because I know this one is having me since. Maybe some of my guys and girls just call me Amy or Mekus, which is normal for anybody that answers Emeka.
wow. Okay, now from your past, looking back on your political career, would you change any of your actions, especially those that brought criticism to your name? Are there things you wish you could have changed?
Well,
You talked of smoking, and maybe there might so be some other stuff around the corner.
well, I stopped so many stuffs. So, yeah, but sometimes I feel like going back to maybe drinking the cold bottle of Heineken and all that stuff because life is hard. We can't get into that. Yes, because you can't get into depression when you don't smoke, you don't drink, but not to abuse it. Well, let's keep that on the side. So the people that I feel maybe I like to change things with them, I like to change my attitude sometimes towards some of my people because I'm a very straightforward people and I don't care sometimes. I don't want to know how much you have. I'm that kind of person. So, I'm in a learning process to become a better person in future. And for you to be a leader, you should lead by example and also watch from the back and lead from behind. So these are the processes I'm trying to correct because I'm a very aggressive person and I get hot-tempered. But I've learned that anytime I'm angry, I should take water and drink. And lastly, what I'm working on is being calm, humility. No matter what is in your possession, try to love everybody. I do it, but there are some set of people I can't do for because they don't want it. But now I'm learning how to accommodate those set of people too, which shows I'm a leader. So because you can't call yourself a leader and you are not liking one set of people, you are liking one set. You must like everybody because a leader must always accommodate. So I learned all this from my leaders. I don't want to mention names, but I learned it from them. They accommodate even people that have put them in trouble, people that are written rubbish about them. She still accommodates them after some time because there's always space for change. But not everybody can change. Also, you don't put everybody, you don't bring everybody closer, but there's some people you still keep
Arm's length. Okay. Now, let me ask you some few more questions because we are about to wrap up the show. What's your opinion on the current political system? Do you think it's serving the people or is driven by personal interests?
You don't put me into trouble with this question, but I'll tell you the truth, it's very glaring.
Okay.
It's very glaring. The economy is not helping anybody at this time. And the basic amenities and the basic things for a normal civil servant to achieve is very difficult to get. So I think we all have to put our hands on deck to make things happen. But the first major problem we have in Nigeria right now is allowing mediocrity stand before intellectual people. Yes, and the elites are the problem because they know they will collect their bigger salaries. They don't give a fuck. Sorry for using the F word. They don't give a damn about what is happening in the country because they are already made. Until the elites start coming out to take political positions, Nigeria will still not be in the right position we want to be. Nigeria is a good country. We have so many intelligent people that can make things happen. You can't blame the president because even in your estate chairman might not be able to do his own assignments. So it's not going to be easy for the person up there too. No matter what they say, to sit at the seat of the president is not easy. So, but where it's going to be easy is when you put the right people to be his supervisors, the SSAs, people that can inculcate very fast, people that can think out of the box. And most importantly, every leader should focus on one thing. If it's light that is your project, do it in 4 years. Rome was not built in a day. So sometimes I wonder why we rush. We do this halfway, we do this halfway. So far, so good. Some amenities have been done, some highways have been done, like you can see the coastal road. It's going to bring more money into the country. Because the transfer of goods and services is going to be very easy from the west to the south to the east with that coastal road. So, but people must talk. It's not easy. The country didn't just start to spoil now. It's not easy. So, but we need to make our policies easier so that the masses will be able to live. There's poverty everywhere. I cannot hide it. You just forget that I iron my shirt. I stay in the area where we use band A, and it's very expensive to recharge. So you are recharging and you don't have a good work. How do you cope? Yes, Lagos is a metropolitan state, so everybody should have something to do. But policies should make people be able to earn a living, at least. So I pray the government tries to do the necessary things like make the refineries work.
Yes.
Because the PMS is one of the factors that is affecting all commodities. It affects dollar, it affects transportation, it affects food. It affects export and import. Do you understand? So these are the basic things we should fixate our eyes on and try and work towards it. The world is looking at Nigerians. This kind of economy is not going to welcome anybody that wants to invest. So many people want to invest in Nigeria, but insecurity, cost of living, and the harsh economy will not let anybody come here. Look at Ghana. Toyota went to Ghana to assemble cars. Instead of them, and we buy more Toyotas than them. That should ring a bell in everybody's head. So let's try, and those that attended schools should please, if they can't even come out, at least use the newspaper columns. Advise the president. You can put yourself anonymous, because just a single advice can take us a step forward. So let's just stop at that point.
So that's been really interesting. Okay, related to this, your explanation and your few points, I will ask this last question. A lot of people say that you've built a network of loyalty through fear. How do you respond to this claim? And what does loyalty mean to you in the political world? Because a lot of people feel that, oh, you're a very aggressive person and you get what you want. So they feel that this network of loyalty you've had was built through fear. So tell us, how do you respond to this claim?
This question is a very fun one because I'm very sure they don't know me. I'm somebody that doesn't lobby, one. My loyalty is for few people, and if I'm loyal to you, it's because of the mutual respect, not for what you have. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So telling me that because I'm aggressive and I'm loyal to some people, that's why my political, no. Then they don't know me. They don't know me. I am the only person that can tell somebody that is above me or a leader that this is wrong, why other people are trying to bend. I will tell him, not with an insulting manner, but I will tell him that this is what you're doing is wrong. You can go to the street and ask, they'll tell you. I'm fine with everybody, I'm not loyal to anybody, but I think I'm loyal to the party instead, but not to a personality. But I'm loyal to someone that is doing his or her own duties. Those are the kind of people I'm loyal to, not somebody that you are not doing your job properly. You don't reach out to people, because communication is key.
Yeah.
So if you communicate with the public, there is no how you won't know that there's a pothole here. Or if you want to start sitting in your office and you feel maybe your people are loyal to you, then they are going to kill that aspiration you think you have. So I'm those kind of people that speak out. Even if they read their messages, they don't respond. I've made a clamor, so they will always get the tone and know that they should send somebody and check, if at all. So loyalty is not because maybe someone is funding your bills. Okay, so loyalty is when you are able to tell your boss the right thing, instead of being loyal and getting scared of talking. Loyalty is something that has to do with somebody that takes care of you, that checks on you, someone that knows that your personal interest lies in them. You know, when you check their back and you watch their back, that's what they call loyalty. But my own loyalty is loyalty to a fault. So that's why I think people say I'm scared. I'm not scared. Once I know you, I must back you up. Even if you give me money, you don't give me money. So far you are a friend and we are within the same circuit, I must defend you. That's only when you are doing good. Okay. I'm a blunt person, they know.
That's really, really interesting. Okay, I think you perceived the question in another dimension, but it's fine. This narrative that you've given to us has made us understand your own concept of the whole thing. Okay, let's ask a question of this or that so that the viewers will be able to know you on a more deeper level. Would you choose money or fame?
I'll choose fame because fame will never finish, but money can finish.
Wow. Fame will never finish, but money can finish.
Yeah, fame will never fade, but money can get finished.
Wow. Do you think that it's everybody that was famous that are still famous till today?
It depends on the way they know them. You know, there are people that can reign for just 24 hours. But you know, there are some things you do, you can never be forgotten. I'll give you some example, like the likes of Fela, Bob Marley. They were well known with their write-ups and their music. Even just the title of their songs. And these guys have left this world for long. But today, even a newborn baby is wearing a Bob Marley Nesta t-shirt. And the parents will tell them that this was
who he was.
He was.
So you are more of leaving a landmark than having...
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Leaving the earth with a legacy is better than money.
Riches.
Or riches. Do you understand? So sometimes being famous is better than money.
Okay.
But money must be made.
Yeah, being famous in the right way, actually. Yes. Okay. Phone calls or SMS?
Anyways, SMS, because I'm not good at picking calls I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, I don't like people invading my privacy. I always want to know who's calling me. That's why I tell you I'm that street boy. I like to be agile. So a text message will make me know if I'm supposed to call you or send you a text back. So text message.
Okay, rice or swallow, which would you settle for?
I'm a rice guy, but swallow with good soup, black soup especially.
Do you like them slim or thick?
Not too slim, but chubby.
Yeah. Last but not least, happiness or success, which will you settle for?
Success.
Wow, that's really, really interesting.
Because when there's success, there's happiness.
Do you think it's all successful people out there that are happy?
Most. When I say most, 90, the 10%, they can take care of themselves.
Wow. Okay, these insights, I believe, will make you know paparazzi on a more deeper level. Don't forget, that's his Instagram handle right there on the screen. Okay, quickly, let's know the number 2 spot for the week.
Wow. My number 2 song is a song that has made me know that even when I'm rich and when I'm buoyant, I need to stay remembered I'm a common person.
Yeah.
So my number 2 song is Burna Boy, Common Person.
Wow, that's interesting. Undeniably, paparazzi has locked in Common Person on the number 2 spot by Burna Boy.
Hi guys, how you doing today? My name is Emeka Kingsley Wankwo, aka Paparazzi, aka World Best, aka Anwa, aka Babe. The AKs are much, but let's just leave it there. I used to be the PA to the former ED, Lagos International Trade Fair, but I'll be Lagos. I'm a freedom fighter, grassroots politician, and a businessman. And when I say business, I'm into clothes. I sell, like you can see what I'm wearing, you know. If you like them, you can check out my Instagram page and see things you like. DM me, could get them for you. Not too expensive. Don't forget, you're logged into the Top 5 series by DJ Randy. And my number 1 song for the week is Davido featuring Chris Brown. I know you like that song. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on this YouTube channel. See you guys some other time. Peace out.
I don't know, no. Make them they turn up. They don't see me coming.
Wow, that was cutting by Chris Brown, the video on his number one spot for the week. Sadly, this is where we'll the cutting for today. I'm hoping to see you guys on the next episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that, and keep the comments coming. We're always here to be on the lookout. Ciao, guys.